Hey everybody, Josh here. It is September 4th, a little bit late in the evening. What time is it? About 7 o'clock. So sun's starting to go down behind us. I need to get this nuke put into a permanent 10 frame Langstroth. So I had a gentleman reach out to me that was interested in purchasing a nuke. Yes, it's very late in the year for a nuke, but this nuke's looking good. Brand new 2013 Queen, or 2024 Queen's got a green dot on her, a marked her. They're doing really well. They've got plenty of food. I've been feeding sugar syrup for, I don't know, 3 weeks now. Really the only thing that needs done, what do they say? What does Cayman say? Smoke follows beauty, right? Really the only thing that needs done is they probably need another round of mite treatment. So, oh my God. Sorry. So I will end up giving them a round of formic acid here whenever the temps consistently stay below 85 degrees. So, and with this being the first week of September, maybe in a week or so, we should have that. So this is going to be a real quick video. I promise it won't be long, but I'm literally just going to take this colony, move it into a 10 frame Langstroth that I have with a Apime bottom board pollen trap, which I'm going to do. I plan on doing a future video talking about Apime's pollen traps and their screen bottom boards, because I think they're great. I think they're the bee's knees, no pun intended. But we'll do that in the wintertime when we don't have much content to post with bees, right? So stay tuned for a future video on that one. But yeah, so the fact that I'm not going to sell this year, I'm going to go ahead and transition to getting them ready for the winter, make sure they have plenty of food, and then give them a mite treatment to make sure that the mites are knocked way down. So I figured I'd bring you guys along for the ride, so here we go. Okay. As Matthew McConaughey would say, all right, all right, all right. Let's get this done before the mosquitoes eat me alive out here. All right, where's my hive tool? Okay. So let's see. Best way to do this, I think, is to set this nuke box over here. There's some good weight there. Let's go ahead and get their permanent home here placed. Gotta make sure these Apimes are well centered because they're a little different on the bottom boards there. So, okay. So we've got some drawn comb, some not. It's not great. Actually, you know what? Game time decision here. I'm seeing some frames that don't look great. That one's okay. This one's a little better. Not bad. And I am going to feed this colony, so don't worry about that. I think I will replace this one and this one with 2 frames I have over here. The bees have cleaned up for me for the most part. Yeah, it's some darker comb, but that's all good. They'll be able to immediately start putting resources in there. I'll put it on the inside here. And then we'll put the 5 frames of these bees inside here. So let's go ahead and get them moved over, right? Oh yeah, it's a good looking nuke, honestly. Smoke them down a little bit. I'd like to get them on the frames. Try to find the queen. I'd like to show you on camera. She's a good looking queen. We're going to keep the same orientation here. So we've got 5 frames in here. We're going to put these 5 inside here. We'll start with the outside frame here. It's going to be the trickiest one to get out without squishing too many bees. You got to be really careful because you really don't want to roll your queen this time of year. So just for you newer beekeepers, just go very slow and steady, okay? Don't be in a rush with this stuff. There we go. Okay, so let's take a look at this frame. And she's marked green, so I should be able to find her pretty quickly. Yeah, famous last words, right? And she's backfilled. I see eggs in this one. So we've got emerging brood here in the middle where that brood has recently hatched out. This is annoying. Sorry if this is creating a bunch of... There we go. Sorry if that was creating a bunch of noise on the microphone. Yeah, I don't think she's on this frame. Nope, I don't think so. So let's go ahead and put this one in the colony here, or the Langstroth. Let's take a look at this next frame. Oh yeah, they're starting to draw this side out, and she's already laying inside this small area. Queens, generally speaking, this time of year, they're going to start slowing down. But she's got this frame mostly built out. You got capped honey right here. You got a nice brood pattern right here. And then this is all open brood, capped brood, open brood right here. I don't think she's on this frame, although I'm looking. There's only 4 frames in here, Josh, so we better be able to find her. I saw her just the other day, so she was crawling around. She was looking really good. Those of you that are watching that are worried about my lack of PPE, I am not. I am more worried about mosquitoes biting me than I am bees stinging me. So just FYI. This is a very calm, very gentle colony. So let's see if, oh, this is a heavy frame. Oh yeah, nice. Look at that, excellent brood pattern here. So let me see the other side. Oh yeah. Yep. Let me see if I can see her, find her. Nope. Of course, she's going to be on the last 2 frames. If we do get any fall flow, which we never seem to get in Kentucky, this colony, this is a heavy frame. There's some good, not only the brood pattern here is really good, but we've got all this honey up here. So plenty of food in this colony. I'm still going to feed them, but they're in really good shape. I don't see her on that one. And notice I'm placing this colony back in the original location because all these foragers that are returning, yeah, they're a little bit confused. Things look a little different, but they will figure out really quick how to get inside this colony. She's probably on this frame, would be my guess, because I see a lot of open cells. Really backfilling nice here on this. So every one of these open cells has an egg or larva in it. I'm looking down in here and I can see pretty clearly. What are the odds that she's on the very last frame that we check, of course? All right. Not as hot as it was last week, but it's still hot enough out here. I'm already starting to sweat. Okay, she's got to be on this frame, right? It's a wonky looking frame. Come on. There she is. God, always the last place you look, right? There we go. Look at this beautiful queen. Isn't she a gorgeous queen? I like big butts and I cannot lie, right? But she's looking for places to lay because, I mean, she's got eggs in every single one of these cells. So if I give them some syrup and they need to, well, she's got some places to lay right there. So there you go, Your Highness. And she's got, you know, if they have a need to draw out wax, they will. But I just gave her 2 frames of completely drawn, open. Where is she? I want to make sure I be very careful here. You do not want to roll your queen this time of year. Where is she? There she is. Okay, I'm keeping an eye on her. Being very careful. Very slow, very careful. Very easy. All right. Yeah, she can immediately start laying in this frame right here and this frame over here. So that's the good news. So I think this colony is going to do really well this winter and coming into the spring. So. And that's all there is to it. I mean, it's really simple to move your bees. If you know, these newer beekeepers watching, if you need to, I mean, okay, so this is the same as if you were to buy a nuc from a beekeeper. It's your first time beekeeping. You bring the nuc home to your whatever, your apiary, your yard, wherever you're going to put them. This is the same thing that you would do when you're installing a nuc into a new colony. So I literally just did it in what, a few minutes here, 5 minutes. So you're going to get a 5-frame nuc from a beekeeper. You're going to have a deep Langstroth, 5 of your own frames. You're going to take those 5 frames that are in here and you're going to put them inside your deep, right? And it's literally that simple. So don't be scared. Don't be intimidated. I know it's easy to get intimidated when you're brand new to beekeeping. It takes some time to get comfortable around your bees. I understand that. I was the same way, okay? But don't be scared to do it yourself. There's a lot of companies, beekeepers, that will charge you a premium to install your nuc for you. I would encourage you to do it yourself, okay? I would encourage you to do it yourself because, number one, you're going to learn. You're going to learn a lot in installing your own nuc. You're going to be able to assess the, God, this thing is really annoying me. You're going to be able to assess the condition of the colony, how the bees are doing. Granted, in the beginning, you're not going to know what you don't know, but my point is, you'll be able to find, hopefully you'll be able to find the queen. You don't have to find the queen, okay? You just want to find evidence of her with eggs and other stuff. But my point is, don't be scared to jump in and, I don't know, get to know your bees. Look at all this nectar that's on here. This looks like fresh nectar that's all over the top of the... Actually, I think that's water. Yeah, because we're in a dearth. They're probably bringing in quite a bit of water. But yeah, don't be scared to dive right in and get familiar with your bees. That's how you're going to learn the most, honestly. That's the way that I learned. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have somebody coming to my yard every day and showing me this is how you do this and this is how you do that. The way that I learned was watching YouTube videos like this, reading books, reading articles online, and spending time in my bees. That's how you're going to learn this stuff. That's how you're going to learn how to keep bees. Smoke it down here. But yeah, this colony looks great. So now they have more room to expand if there is any bit of a fall flow. And I'm actually short on Vivaldi boards. I need to order a couple. But I do have super, so if you don't have a Vivaldi board and you want to feed sugar syrup, you can use an empty honey super. So put your honey super on. You'll put the inner cover on top of the frames, just like I did. You'll put your honey super on top of that. You'll put your rapid feeder inside of that, and then you'll just put your outer cover on top of the honey super. So the inner cover goes on the bottom. The difference is with these Vivaldi boards, the Vivaldi board functions like an inner cover / feeder. So you put the Vivaldi board on first, and then you put the inner cover on top of that, and then you put your outer cover on top of that. So, okay, that's it. All the bees are out of here. I'm going to save this, put another nuke in it, because these are expensive, and we don't throw those away. But, yeah. So, I was at 22 colonies at one point this year. I am down to 18. And the reason why is the 2 resource colonies, I abused them. I used them for what they were. I stole queens, I stole resources to the point of where they were unable to requeen themselves. So be it. One was solo, I just shook the bees out. It was almost a laying worker. The other one, I shook the bees into another colony. Another colony was unable to requeen itself. I combined with a queen right colony, so I have my first double deep in my yard in quite some time. That's okay. They're going to overwinter as a double deep, and next spring, I'm likely going to split them. So we'll see. Mr. All Singles has a double deep in his apiary. Alert the press. But no, all jokes aside, it's fine. I've got sugar syrup on that colony right now. So I'm down to 18 colonies. So God willing, if all 18 of these do okay through the fall and into the winter, I'll have 18 colonies coming out in the spring of 2025, which is exciting. I came out of 2024 with 10 colonies, so 8 more than I had last year. And that is called bee math. So look how it's hot out here, it's sweating. It's not that hot. I mean, it's like 85 or so, but I mean, it's just humid. So anyway, that's called bee math. So the longer you stay in beekeeping, you end up catching swarms, doing splits. Your numbers are going to naturally increase unless you do something about it. And doing something about it is some people sell nukes. Some people just let their swarms go, you know, see ya. It's hard for me to do that. If I see a swarm, I want to catch it. That's just me. But yeah, the bees are either going to split themselves naturally or you can split them. So next spring, I plan on splitting, if they're healthy, all 18 of these colonies. So in theory, I could have up to 18 nukes for sale in the spring of 2025. I've had several beekeepers reach out to me asking about nukes. Josh, do you have any for sale? I only had a couple this year. That was it. But next year, I think is going to be very different because I'm going to have 18 of these EZ Nucs ready to go. I'll probably line them up out here at the edge of my property. I'm going to split all these colonies to try to help suppress these queens in the early spring that are just going gangbusters from swarming. I know it's not going to prevent every swarm. I know that. But hopefully it'll solve 2 things. Help suppress some of the swarming by running singles, which is the #1 problem of running singles. At the same time, helping to meet customer demand, because several of you have reached out to me saying that you want some bees in the weeds nukes. So, which again warms my heart. You know, I'm very humbled. Every time you guys reach out and say, you know, you love my channel, you really like how I manage my bees, you enjoy watching the content, the videos, that makes me want to keep doing what I'm doing, quite honestly, because this is a lot of work. So if you enjoy any beekeeping content producer, give that positive feedback, give that appreciation, because it takes us 2 to 3 times longer to do what we need to do in our bee yard to record these videos than if I didn't record anything at all. I would have already been done, you know, most of these videos. If I spend 2 hours in the yard, I could have gotten done in 30 to 45 minutes instead of spending 2 hours. And I don't have, look at me, I'm like, there's all these mosquitoes. I don't have a lot of extra time. I just don't. I'm not retired. I work full time. I have 3 kids under the age of 15. They're in sports. I mean, I have a 15-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 2-year-old. So those of you that have kids know how busy we are, right? So if you appreciate and enjoy beekeepers that take the time to put content on YouTube, please give your thanks and appreciation. And I know you guys do. And I love that. It motivates me to continue to make these videos, to put more content out there for you. So I just want to say thank you. So, okay. I promised this was going to be a short video, and that's it. I'm done. I'm hungry. It's 7:30. I'm going to go eat some dinner, and call it a night. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and I'll see you guys on the next one.